As you can see, I'm here in Michigan. The fall leaves are turning colors and starting to fall to the ground. The farmers are starting to harvest the fields, which leads me to a perfect tool for reviewing for Tool Review Tuesday. So let's get started. Roll the intro. Alright, here it is. This is the Echo handheld blower. It's the PB-2620. It comes with two nozzles. One is a flat sweep nozzle like this, and the other one is the round style that has this metal protector on the end. I think it's a galvanized metal so it won't rust. Very nice. And this one's a little bit different than the other model. The other one, that's I'll have to bring that out here in a minute. I think it's a 2520. That has a little bit of a curved nozzle where this one's straight. So my first question, before I really even get started, please comment down below, what nozzle do you think would work better? The flat one, would you use this one more? Or would you use this round one? I'm thinking the flat one right here might be good when you have a pile of wet leaves. This might get underneath them and kind of lift them up and throw them a little bit better than the round one. But I think overall I'm going to probably use this one the most. Maybe if I have like a lot of sawdust after doing a woodworking project out here, maybe this one works really good for just getting it down low and just blowing all that sawdust a little more effectively, but we'll see. I'd like to hear your thoughts because I often learn from people that comment down below from the community here, so I appreciate hearing your feedback on that. This is last year's model, so as you can see it has a little bit of a curve right there. I'm not 100% positive. I guess that works well when it's on this side of you. Then it curves and goes more in the center. I'd have to say between the two, I've used this one just a little bit so far. This one is probably my preference, just having the straight one, but we'll see. They're both pretty close. They show a 70 decibel rating. This one right here, I believe has a little bit more power. It has a little bit of a bigger base. See that improvement over the other one right there? So this will stand a little more firm without tipping over. Between the two, just kind of see they're very similar in size. The new one has a ring on the end, which is nice for wear. This one, as you can see, it's scuffed up a little bit. So last year's model, this is the air filter assembly. You can get to that relatively easy. Mine's not too dirty. That's nice, good to know. This has two thumb screws that you turn. It's nice having no tools required to maintain the air filter. Alright, oh, and this has a pleated filter and then another foam filter there. So there's a little more filtering with the 2620. Here's last year's model. It doesn't have a rubber grip. And this is the 2620, and the rubber grip definitely makes a difference. I like that little upgrade. The other thing I like, it has this lock right here, so you can, I guess it's like a cruise control you'd call it. And for starting it, it's really easy. Primer bulb, choke, and pull start. Translucent tank so you can see how much fuel you have. I use the Echo Red Armor fuel for mixing the 50-to-1 ratio. What kind do you guys use? Do you prefer something else? Please comment down below, I'd like to hear. So it seems to me that this takes a few minutes to warm up completely so you can get to the high RPMs. So sometimes I think you have to go from having it idling to full throttle back and forth a few times. When you do that, then it tends to hit that sweet spot and you can hear it when it's revving. It's just nice and powerful and the motor's humming really nice. So just, my phone. So just keep that in mind when you're getting this out of the box. It will take a minute or so to get up to full power. So how about we take a quick look at some of the specs. It has a standard warranty with Echo, the 2-year commercial warranty, 5-year consumer warranty. Includes round and flared end tubes for optimal performance. Unique air intake housing design reduces clogging. Outstanding airflow improves productivity. Rubber grip and secondary handle increases comfort. I do have to say it does have a nice rubber grip. Onto some more specs. Fuel tank capacity 20.3 fluid ounces. The average air volume CFM 456. Maximum airspeed 172 miles per hour. Dry weight with the pipes 9.8 pounds. And here it is, 25.4 cc gas powered handheld blower. I have a test. I'll show you how it sounds and how it has to warm up a little bit. We've had a little bit of a storm wind damage here, so I have some pine needles, but I'm going to put some dry leaves here on the concrete, and then we'll kind of see how this works, how it throws the leaves around. So what's interesting is all the big trees aren't really close to my house, so I actually have to haul in some leaves for this test. So to start it, put it on the run position, choke it, hit that primer bulb 8 times, and then pull it, take it off, choke. As you can see, this seems to throw it pretty well. I'm going to change out the end to the flat nozzle. I'll put probably the same amount of leaves there, and we'll see if that's any different. That seemed to be pretty even matched. I'll probably just keep the round one on there just because that's my personal preference, but it's up to you. Alright, so we're in luck right now. I have something else. I wasn't expecting to have that here, but it just was shipped to me today. It's the Echo gutter cleaning kit attachment to this. Let me go get it. Here it is. I haven't even had it out of the box yet. I just opened the end. It's the Echo Power Blower Rain Gutter Kit for Posi-Lock models. So as you can see, it locks on the end and goes up there and has a nice curve to it. So let's see how that works. So I'll just mention a couple things off the box right here. The convenient kit removes leaves and debris from rain gutters up to 15 feet of reach. Attaches exclusively to Echo Power Blowers, designed for use on single-story homes. The contents in here includes 2 straight extension tubes. They're 39 and 3/8 inch, 2 adjustable elbows, 2 adapters, and 2 clamps, and an instruction sheet. So in case you're wondering what Echo part number it is, this is it right here. So we have these 2 different models right here. This looks like the handheld size. This is probably the backpack size. I think I can get by with one. I'm a little bit taller and my gutters aren't that high off the ground, so I think I can reach up with there and just do the one. But if I need to do something higher, I can attach that other one. As I've been testing this out, the one thing that I have to mention that is really nice is once you have this tube set up, all you do is with that Posi-Lock right there, just twist it off. So you can store it just like that. And when you're taking this off, you can easily put that one or this flat one. It just twists on nice and easy. That was fun. One thing I noticed when you have that bent right there and you give it the throttle, it really pushes the tube. So you kind of have to hang on to it with two hands. So imagine when you get the extra tube on there, the extra height, that you're probably fighting that tube even more so when you give it full throttle. But overall, I'd say be upwind. I didn't test it out on the real wet, messy leaves, but if you're keeping up on your leaves on a regular basis with this, it'd be really easy. You do it before they get really wet and set in there. Just do it every so often, routine maintenance. This will work very well. If you have any questions about it, please let me know. I'd like to hear your thoughts, your comments. If you're interested in seeing the review of last year's model right here, this is the Echo PB-2520. This one does really well. I'll have this link down below. This, in the last year that I've used this, it's kind of one of those things around the house whenever I have sawdust or like a mess around, I just quick grab this and it does a great job. I know a lot of landscapers, the professional lawn care guys, they say a lot of times when they're working on a smaller job that they just quick grab this instead of getting the big backpack blower out. They say this one right here just does a quick job of cleaning up the mess. And now going with this year's model, the 2620, I think they made some subtle changes. The one thing I really like is the bigger base that it sits on so it doesn't tip over. The only thing that I found before is if you're wearing really loose clothes, it does kind of pull into this a little bit, but there is a guard, so it is shimmed off about 1 inch from the actual intake. If you find this video review interesting and informative, please give it a thumbs up and help support my channel. That's it, friends. Thanks for watching. See you next time.